It's my obligation, as I see it, to make sure that levels of public safety are increased incrementally. The easiest thing I do is put people in prison. It takes no intellect to do that. What is really tough is to create programs for prevention, intervention, and reentry. It should be public policy of this country, this state, this city, and any other municipal subdivision to be committed to this.
In 1990, Joe Hines began the first of several innovative diversion programs in Brooklyn, New York, where he is the district attorney for Kings County. One of his favorite projects can be found in what was once a crime-ridden corner of Brooklyn called Red Hook.
There was a time period here in Red Hook where you literally could not walk through Red Hook. Crack was scary. You know, just to call a spade a spade. Crack was just scary. I didn't think Red Hook would survive.
We gave the unfortunate notoriety with the murder of our school principal, Patrick Daly, December 17, 1992. Put Red Hook on the map as an urban drug-ridden war zone, and there was literally gunfire in the streets.
It was a clear, delineated community in crisis, but also with residents who in 1992 finally said they'd had enough and decided to take a different approach, to take their community back, and to harness the power of the court system to really turn this community around.
The result was the Red Hook Community Court, where a single judge hears cases that under ordinary circumstances would go to 3 different courts: civil, family, and criminal. It's a holistic approach to justice that has changed thousands of lives.
I've been doing jail all my life. When I was 13, I got arrested for robbery. At the age of 18, for possession of a weapon, I spent 1 year in jail. At the age of 23, I was locked up for robbery in the 3rd degree. I spent 5 years. I pretty much thought I was a bad person, but when I got to Red Hook and I was sentenced to do some trauma-focused therapy, and it helped me, you know, take a look at some of the circumstances that happened in my life, and to be 36 and to be a semester away from finishing school and to have a job to doing something that I love to do, it's pretty exciting for me.
Lamont's life is on a new track. He plans to study social work after graduating from community college. What's the secret to Red Hook's success?
Because social workers are on site, they can go down to the arraignment, right down to the jail cell, and at the arraignment, the clinic will have a recommendation to me as to what this person needs to get their life back on track.
My experience with Red Hook Community Court was different because I got attention, individualized attention. I wasn't just a number. People asked me, the staff asked me who I was. They wanted background information on me. They were concerned about what my present situation was and how could they help. And no one ever had asked me those questions before.
When they interview these defendants, they find that these defendants are actually survivors of crimes themselves. And in particular, many of these defendants are survivors of childhood sexual abuse. So that first question that Red Hook asks their defendants about their history of victimization sets something in motion that changes people's lives. Because until that question gets asked, people are going to never make the connection between their early history of victimization and their use of substances, and they'll be arrested again and again and again.
Good morning, welcome to our weekly list meeting, which is a case conference of all the cases that are on the calendar. We're going to start with Todd Zarnock. He's been testing negative consistently since January, so he'll be in court today.
I'm a little bit concerned with him graduating today. Are we going to do anything to kind of ease him from coming here on a regular basis, testing clean and seeing us?
The first time I came to Red Hook Court was when I was arrested for shoplifting. I would do anything I need to do to make money to continue my crack use.
Update from the clinic.
Since the last court date and for the past 6 months, Todd has tested negative for all substances and has consistently attended outpatient drug treatment. The clinic is pleased to recommend graduation today.
Clean today is great. It seems like you're doing everything you need to do. It's a fabulous update. Do the people have a position on these cases?
Quite frankly, I really was not sure that he was going to be able to achieve what he has. and obviously the district attorney's office is thrilled that he has. People would move to dismiss 2 of his cases, and on the 3rd case, Judge, docket ending 1687, we'd be offering an ACD with a limited order of protection.
Is there anything you want to say?
I actually, for the first time, had a conversation with the district attorney in the hallway, and I thanked her for all the work that she's done. She did an amazing job, along with you, Judge, along with my lawyer, along with this whole courtroom, everybody, even the officers. 100%, I could not have overcome my alcohol and drug abuse if it wasn't for this courtroom. This courtroom literally saved my life.
When I was in the traditional court, I had 2 choices on cases. It was pretty much in jail or out of jail. And in a community court, there's just so much that's involved. I could see right away that there are tools here that are going to help me be more effective and come up with better resolutions on our cases. Better for the defendants, but also better for the community and better for the court system.
If I would have stayed in traditional criminal court, my rap sheet would have grown and the sentences would have gotten longer. And either eventually I would have wound up probably doing a length of, say, time or a lengthy sentence, or if I would have made it back to the traditional court system, because that revolving door always led me right back to the streets and drugs, and so I probably would have died.
The success rate that I have seen here is leaps and bounds from the success rate I ever had downtown, because all the services are right here. So your ability to catch that client and get them to keep coming here and get them those services put in place in a matter of days instead of a matter of months can greatly change someone's life.
On more than one occasion we've discussed about what's going on in his life and how court has changed his perspective on how he deals with his treatment and how he sees his treatment in the larger picture. He wishes, as I understand, to continue his involvement with this court.
Many who stand where you're standing have been successful, but some have not. As social workers, as lawyers, as judges, we can give you the opportunity, but you're the one that has to do the work. The district attorneys dismissed both cases. The other one's on track to be dismissed and sealed. Congratulations, you deserve a big round of applause.
Todd has a good chance of staying clean and out of trouble. According to the Red Hook Court, in 2010, defendants averaged 73% compliance with court orders. That's nearly 50% better than traditional New York City criminal courts. Community courts are thriving in other cities too, from Portland, Oregon, to Indianapolis, to Philadelphia, and many cities in between.
Still working in justice? Hey. Yes! When you gonna come by and say hi, dude? Red Hook Community Justice Center. So it's the community first.
In Red Hook, treatment and law are synthetic. They're integrated. There's an opportunity to realize both your legal interests and rights as well as your clinical needs and your needs to feel reconnected to your community.
Thanks, Bobby. You got it done. All right, Todd.